is Monday morning, and on this week of What's for Dinner Low Spend Challenge, we are going to start the day off with potato soup. I should have thawed these out last night, but I didn't, so I'm going to put them in the microwave a little bit and take maybe one or two, and then the rest put back in the freezer because I don't need so much. I'm going to make potato soup. The kids still have a little bit of that spaghetti from yesterday, and we still have some leftover barbecue and some mashed potatoes. So we're also going to be eating like leftovers for lunch and stuff, but soup just sounds good. I am going to pop a bread in the bread maker because that goes good with the soup. And my kids are home from school today because it's a holiday, and they'll eat it all day long. They love it. And I love to put veggies in it and stuff, so it's very good and healthy for them. And I want to show you guys from my freezer, I'm also pulling out this tomato puree. I usually puree a bunch and then just put them in Ziploc bags in the freezer. And then my ham shanks are boiling. These are going to boil for a long time, and I just put 2 of them. The rest went back in the freezer. My bread is going. I'm just prepping the veggies with my, I've shown this before, but it's so awesome. You just put your veggies, put it in there, and then they all come out the same size pieces. Your celery, your onion, your carrots, your potatoes, and they cook evenly, and it's just such an easy way to prep your veggies. And this comes with lots of different blades. I got it on Amazon. I don't know how to put a link, or else I would, but it's, I don't know how much it was, like $35 or $45 now. It was like $25 when I originally got one. Now they went up in price, but that's okay. It's well worth the money. So while I'm in the kitchen this morning, I'm going to make some pancakes. I have this huge thing of pancake mix from Costco that I want to use up. I have this crepe maker that I'm going to use. And then we have maybe half of this bag of Funfetti chips, chocolate chips, and they've been sitting in my fridge, and I want to use them up. Hopefully I can get them all throughout the pancakes. If not, I'm going to have the kids snack on them, and that's another thing we're getting out of the fridge, out of the pantry, and yeah, this is what they're turning out like. And then I have a lot of batter. I did thin the batter out because they are really, really thick, a little too thick, but they're going to be, they are beautiful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little sheet pan, and I'm also going to make like a pancake bake in the oven just to get this process going a little faster. And I think it's going to turn out just, I filled this with a bunch of the chocolate chips, and I kind of just took a spatula and kind of went over them so that some of the batter would go on them. There's one poking out. I'm going to pop this in the oven at 350. It's just a little sheet. We still have plenty of batter here going, but I just wanted to speed up this process. Like I said, we are going door dashing later, so I kind of want to finish up, clean up the kitchen. So I was able to use up all the chocolate chips, and this is going to go in the trash. The pancakes are looking great. The kids already had some. They said they taste delicious. I have a little bit of batter, and then the pancake bake is still going in the oven. That's another thing out of our fridge. And then some of the pancake batter from the pantry that needs to be recycled, used up and then replenished. So yeah, this is taking forever. I have a long griddle that I need to open up. I got it for Christmas, not this year, but the year before, and I've never used it. I need to bring it. It's in my RV. I need to bring it in the house and use that when I make pancakes so I can just get it over with a lot quicker. This is a crepe maker, which is great for crepes, but it takes forever for pancakes. So here is the pancake bake. I just ripped a piece to see if it's done. It's nice and crispy on the bottom, and even though it's really pale, it is cooked through. So I'm gonna let this cool off, and then honestly, I think these are so sweet they don't even need to put syrup or anything on them. Look how beautiful this soup turned out. It is gorgeous. We are gonna dig in and enjoy it. See you guys tomorrow. It's Monday night, and I want to show you guys, I did make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for my little one. He's gonna have that. It's almost 6 before going to bed and stuff, and they snack on this kind of stuff constantly, and that's just stuff that's coming out of the pantry. And I gave him a glass of milk to go with it. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday morning, and today I'm going to definitely be using up things from my pantry, freezer, and fridge. So I pulled out this rotisserie chicken breast. I'm going to make like a pot pie filling in the crock pot, and then the biscuits were in the fridge, and they're still good, but I want to use them up. The kind of, you can see the can has kind of blown up a little bit. I've had them for a while. So I'm going to put these on a cookie sheet and bake them in the oven, and then we will scoop our filling from the crock pot and then put a biscuit on top. So I'm going to use up some of these mixed veggies. I have some peas. This broccoli stir fry was open. I'm just going to dump it in. Honestly, it'll be delicious. some cream of chicken, these potatoes because the can is dented, so I want to use it up. And then lots of seasonings, and I'm just going to throw everything in the crock pot and just let it go. I wish I would have thought this out, everything, last night, but I didn't really have a plan for today. And I kind of just wanted something warm, comforting, and easy. So this is what we're going to have later on for dinner. I want to show you guys, I was spraying down my crock pot before putting everything in, and I finished this can of almond oil spray. So this is going to go in the trash, and I have like 2 different ones already open in the pantry. So this is going to be gone out of the pantry, using it up. It's like all done and plated up. I did do a little cornstarch slurry just to kind of thicken it up. And I am going to make those from those naans that I got from Kroger on clearance, some pizzas for the kids because this is almost gone. Let me show you how much. 40 in the afternoon. The little ones aren't even home. They haven't had any. They can if they want to, but I am going to make those pizzas just because there's no point of freezing those when we need more food. This is so delicious, you guys. I loved it. It turned out great. You can see all the broccoli and stuff is gone. My oldest son, he loves mushrooms and broccoli and stuff like that. He kind of took it all. Put these little pizzas together. This is about how much pepperoni I have left. I was going through my other freezer to find more cheese. This was from our fridge, and so is this. So we have plenty of cheese, but I took one more out of the freezer. I'll put this in the fridge just to have. I guess we have a lot of Mexican style cheese. I also found chicken skin from February of last year. I'm going to make some kind of soup with that. I don't know if today or tomorrow, but I'm making soup. And then I found 2 of the bacon crumbles, which I thought I didn't have anymore. They were kind of hidden underneath a bunch of butter. So I grabbed 1 bag, and I'm going to use some of it on a couple of pizzas. And then the rest I'm just going to put in the freezer, in the inside freezer in my kitchen, because I like to use this for like zuppa toscana and lots of other recipes. So I'm super happy I found 2 more bags, and yeah, I just love it. And yeah, I did bring marinara sauce, and I will put some garlic powder, and let me get these in the oven, and then I'll show you guys what they turn out. They're going to be delicious. I mean, they were delicious last week when I made them as well. The first couple pizzas that just came out, that's all cheese, some pepperoni. I used up all the, oh, there's 1 more pepperoni. Don't fear, I'm going to put that on the pizza. It'll still be good. Used up both of these cheeses, opened up this other one, and then I have 2 of the pizzas with cheese and bacon crumbles in the oven, and they smell really good. So I took out some sweets that we had from Thanksgiving and Christmas that I froze that we didn't eat, some homemade things and some store-bought things, and I'm just going to leave them out, and hopefully somebody will eat those up. And then I still have that like pickled cabbage for my mom. This is for cabbage rolls. I think I'm going to thaw this out, and maybe tomorrow or the next day I'll make some cabbage rolls. Whatever we get out of it, we'll just throw them in the pot, cook them, and then we can get the cabbage used up in this, because this is taking up quite a bit of room in my freezer. So I want what the bacon crumble one looks like. Turned out great. And then you guys already saw the other ones. I'm going to sit down and have my coffee. It's almost 3 something, and I'm going to enjoy that. And I told the kids that they need to eat up the sweets. We'll see if they listen. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning, and first thing is first, I'm getting some chicken stock made with that chicken skin. That's all it is. It's just chicken skin. And I just threw in an onion, celery, garlic, carrot, pink Himalayan sea salt, peppercorns, and some parsley stems. I never throw those away either because they're great for stock. So I'm making this stock. I want to eventually make a zuppa toscana this week, and I figure since I had the chicken skin, might as well make a delicious stock. Don't throw it away. It's an inexpensive way to make stock and super delicious. I'm just going to let that boil. It is 8:20 in the morning almost, and this is going to warm up my house, and then we have the cabbage rolls to get going. I did end up taking out a little bit more pork, and I'll probably add some more rice and onion and stuff like that, because I don't think that filling is going to be enough what I had in the freezer. But let's get this boiling while we, drink our coffee and all that. This stock will just boil in I'll just kind of skim off if there's anything to be skimmed off, and then I'll strain it, put it in the fridge. I'm not even going to freeze it because I'm going to be using it up in the next couple days. So I wanted to show you guys for breakfast, I made some scrambled eggs. I put some of those bacon bites, and then I had an avocado, which I'm splitting with my husband. He'll have half, I'll have half, and that's going to be a delicious breakfast for this cold Wednesday morning with a nice big cup of coffee, of course. So let me give you guys an overview of what else I'm pulling out of the fridge, pantry, freezer to make these cabbage rolls. I think that filling is not going to be enough. There's the cabbage. I pulled out a tomato sauce, a big can. This is 1 pound, and I'll probably use it all. I'm going to use some of those bacon bits. I'm just going to saute those with some bacon grease and the onions, some rice, some more pork, and then I'm going to kind of make my filling and then mix it with the other one, and obviously lots of seasonings. And let's get these cabbage rolls done and out of the way. I did not use any ham hocks because honestly my kids love potato soup, and I am trying to not run out during this pantry challenge and have them for potato soup. I've had this in my other fridge for a long time. I've never used it, but I'm gonna give it a go. I'm just gonna put it over the water of the cabbage rolls. I used up the whole tin of tomato sauce. Here's my soup. I'm going to strain that, my broth. And then my husband nicely and generously offered to put a bread in the bread machine. I just told him the recipe and he got that going, because what's cabbage rolls with not homemade bread? I mean, it has to be. We do have some sliced bread, but it's not the same. So these are going to come to a boil. It is 9:51. We have good timing. Having that filling already made and done, the majority of it, made it super easy, super fast. There was a little bit of cabbage left over, and let me show you what my husband's gonna do. Because this is fermented and, I think it's fermented, it's pickled cabbage. It's got probiotics, nothing is going to waste, so that's what's left over from that. And we still have half of it, another cabbage, in a bucket outside. So he's putting it in this jar, this upcycled jar. And then we just eat it with a little bit of olive oil, salt, and it is so, so delicious, like a side salad. We've been eating a lot of that. So lots of good probiotics. My kids love to just eat it without the olive oil or anything. They just eat it like that raw. So very good probiotics. You like it, babe? Yeah. It's one of his favorites. The best way to eat this, let me tell you guys, is homemade fries with some fried eggs, some toast, and this on the side. Oh my goodness gracious, it's so good. You're going to have to do that one day. I have to see if we have enough potatoes.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I thought it was going to be like cubes, like the bouillon cubes, but it's not. It's just powdered envelopes. And then this pot is way smaller than the pot that I used last time, because last time, honestly, we got sick of the cabbage rolls. There were just too many. So I'm hoping the kids are hungry for it. I added extra parsley, extra dill, and those are all dry herbs. I do have some frozen parsley, but I didn't want to mess with it. I just used the dry stuff. Paprika, salt and pepper, garlic powder. Yeah, just good stuff. The rice and the tomato paste. And I think it's going to be very good. I want to show you guys, it's a sad, sad day, but I was digging down in my freezer and I found some really bad frostbited, disgusting looking pepperoni, which I'm going to toss. So this is why I need this challenge, because I really need to get down underneath everything and see what needs to be used up and what doesn't. This is unfortunate, but there's no way we're going to eat this. So in my RV freezer, I had this Hawaiian chicken, and then I also had a bag of like lasagna sauce or spaghetti sauce. So I am thawing this out, and tomorrow on Thursday I'm going to throw it in the crock pot, and then the lasagna sauce one I put in the inside freezer because there's room now, and I'm going to make that later on in the week. I was going to make zuppa toscana tomorrow, but we still have cabbage rolls left over, and then I'm making this just to use it up. It's already thawing out. I'm going to put it in the fridge with some rice. So I think we'll wait for the zuppa toscana for later on in the week. But yeah, now I was able to shut off our freezer in the RV, and if, you know, after I do the pantry challenge, if something, a good sale comes up and stuff and we need room, then we have that ready to go to fill it up. But our RV freezer is off now, and we used up everything out of it, which is a good feeling. Good morning, everyone. It is almost 7:30 in the morning, Thursday morning, and I just put my Hawaiian chicken in the crock pot. I'm going to let this go. We still have quite a bit of cabbage rolls left. Well, like less than half, but plenty for like lunches and whoever wants it for dinner. So between the Hawaiian chicken and the cabbage rolls, we're going to have those for lunch and dinner. I just wanted to get this started early, so if the kids want to eat it for lunch, they can have it. I'm going to make 2 cups of white rice in a rice maker later on, and I'm probably going to add some bone broth powder to that because I always do. It just gives us some flavor and nutrition, and that's going to be delicious. This is so easy, you guys. This is the simplest things. I love having freezer meals. I've said it before, my goal is to actually have my freezer full of freezer meals, homemade freezer meals. That would be ideal and wonderful. I literally just thought it out, dumped it in, and it's actually a meal that my family really, really enjoys. So this has been going for a few hours. It's 10:40, and you can see, I think it's pretty much done, but it's really thin, the gravy. We like it a little bit thicker, so I made a cornstarch slurry. I'm going to throw that on in here and then just let it go for a little bit to thicken up, and then we'll make some rice, and this smells incredible. I'm probably going to have some of it for lunch. Honestly, it just smells delicious. The pineapple is in there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it here and there, but it just is, it's so good. Hi everyone, today is Friday and I'm making spaghetti. I had this marinara sauce in the fridge. I'm going to use up, and I'm just boiling up some spaghetti, and then I have a whole bag of already pre-made marinara sauce from my freezer, and I'm just going to heat that up, put the rest of this, and I'm also going to have my coffee. It is almost 1 o'clock. So I'm going to get this going and have it ready when the kids come home. My husband is going to have leftover cabbage rolls, just a few more left. We're hoping to finish those off today. And the zuppa toscana is going to be put on hold. I don't know if I'm going to make it later or tomorrow. So here's the marinara sauce with that little bit of marinara from the jar. It is on the meaty thick side, which is fine. My kids will appreciate that. They like it. And I'm just going to heat this through, put the spaghetti, put some parm on it, and dinner, it is going to be done and delicious for the kiddos. And we'll probably have some too. It smells really fantastic. I absolutely love having these in the freezer ready to go. This was in my RV freezer, so I wanted to use it up, and oh, it just makes it so easy. So easy. This is done. It's delicious. It took no time at all. Under 10 minutes for sure. I just had to boil the pasta. I threw in some cheese. Obviously, I thawed out the sauce, and it's such a lifesaver for those days that you just need a quick meal or have other things to do and don't feel like spending an hour to 2 or 3 or 4 in the kitchen. Very delicious. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning, and we're starting out with some fried eggs. And I'm going to start by putting a bread in the bread maker because we have no more bread. And then we'll see what else we're making for later on. Hi, everyone. It is Saturday morning, and I wanted to show you guys my husband took out 2 of these 3-pound ground beefs because he's going to turn these into hamburgers eventually. I don't know if today or tomorrow, but that's what those are getting turned into. And then I took out these Italian sausage because I do want to make that zuppa toscana. It's been snowing on and off where we live, and it's not sticking, which is so unfortunate. But it's definitely like warm soup weather. I have tea going in the microwave right now because it's just cozy and cold. I need to be cozy because it's so cold. But that's what's going to happen for lunch and dinner. And the kids pretty much devoured that spaghetti yesterday, so there's no more leftovers. We had fried eggs and toast this morning, just like you guys saw. And I was going to put for a homemade bread, but I haven't done that yet. I got to get that going. And I will see you guys when we put this food together. So it is 3:31. Saturday afternoon. We are making the burgers. I haven't made the zuppa toscana because we ended up going door dashing for a few hours, so I just didn't get to it. Now, I haven't made it to the store. I have not made it to Safeway or Fred Meyer. I wanted to go. There wasn't that much stuff I wanted to pick up, but I said I was going to go get like some yogurts and stuff. I never ended up going. I'm really trying to just kind of stay out of the stores and get that budget even lower if possible. So we don't have any tomatoes, but I have lettuce, and then I have these cucumbers. I opened up sweet cucumber salad, and I just picked out some cucumbers and some pickled onion. It's so delicious. And I'm just toasting up some sad looking buns that I found at the bottom of my drawer in one of my freezers. And then we still have plenty of the cheese to put on our burgers. And then I did make the secret sauce with Lucas, which is the In-N-Out secret sauce dupe sauce. And then I did caramelized onions. So onions are still bubbling away, and they smell and taste incredible. And we're gonna put those, even though we don't have the tomatoes, it's still gonna be good. I just really, really enjoy tomatoes on my burgers, but that's okay. And I think we're only having burgers. We do have some fries, some potatoes. We could make homemade fries, but I'm not even dealing with that. Burgers as it is, and it'll be. My husband's actually doing the burgers on the disc. They smell incredible. And then one thing we did differently is we brushed them with mustard, just kind of how In-N-Out does it too. It's our first time we're trying it like that, and I think they're going to turn out good. What do you think?
Oh yes, for sure.
For sure. They smell incredible. I think these are almost done, if not done. You can see when it's all made up, and then I left one open so you guys can see the inside. Our little spread, and it smells so delicious. I can't wait to open up a jar of my homemade cowboy candy. And we're gonna have that on the side as well. It is Sunday morning. I still have not done my zuppa toscana. I promise it will be on the menu soon. I took out a chicken from the freezer, and we put just rotisserie seasoning on it, some salt, and I'm leaving it in the crock pot. We are headed out to church, and I just put it on 4 hours on high. It should be more than enough. We are headed to church, and then when we come home, I'm going to pop it under the broiler, and we're going to have chicken for lunch with probably like that north side rice, because that's easy to and fast to make, and it'll be delicious. So we are back from church, and I have the salad that I got like, what, 2 weeks ago? First week of January. And because it's cabbage, it still looks really, really good. If it would have been lettuce, it would have been not edible by now. So when you find like the cabbage salad kits on sale, definitely pick them up. They last forever in the fridge. I'm gonna make this up. Some of the kids are having leftover burgers. The chicken's in the oven, and then I'm making my creamy chicken north sides. I'm making 4 of them. So rice, salad, and chicken, and I can out. Here's the chicken, a little burnt but perfectly delicious, and the salad. All right, you guys, that's gonna wrap up another week of low spend challenge of what we're eating for dinners. Did you guys like dinners and the food?
Yes.
We got a lot eaten out of our freezer, our pantry, our fridge. Dinner tonight was delicious as well. Well, it's more like lunch and dinner. The chicken was great. We got 2 chickens out of our freezers that we used up. I have to look and dig and see if I have any more. I'm not sure. We got our freezer shut off in the RV, which means we used up a lot of stuff from there. And then there was a few things we just put in our other freezer. And we're making bone broth out of the bones today. And what was your guys' favorite meal this week? Lucas?
Spaghetti.
The spaghetti, yeah. They could eat spaghetti all the time. What was yours?
The hamburger.
The hamburgers. Those were so delicious. Putting that mustard on there was such a changer, like a game changer. It was so, so good. The mustard just gave it another level of flavor. So very delicious. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. The pantry challenge is still going on. We're going to keep doing it. I think we're going to do it through February. What do you think?
Oh yes, why not?
So we will keep you guys in the loop and let you know what we're doing. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
With it, drop.